It is official. You are ready to get off that bandwagon that you've been on for so long. If you are seeing this message is definitely for you. 100% there's going to be something in this message that resonates with you. So whilst it's a general reading and there's going to be bits that resonate with a lot of people, it is going to make you think, and the divine is connecting through me to get the message to you. I'm not sure if bandwagon is a UK word, if it's a UK phrase, so I'm just gonna put it into the best words that I know how to explain what it means for those that are probably like, I haven't got a clue what that means. Bandwagon is when you are jumping onto the same interest or the same thing as other people. So for example, in this case, a lot of people around you are starting businesses, starting their own little side hustles. Now, let me just quickly say this. Anyone that knows me knows that like I'm all for people starting their own businesses. I love it. I love the entrepreneur side of things. I love the creative, the innovative, you know what I mean? That people are using their own skills, traits, gifts, and putting out there what other people could benefit from. I love it. So you know this message from the divine is not coming from me, because it's not what I disagree with, but I just feel like if I was to advocate to people, I would definitely say, do your own thing, be your own boss, don't work a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because we need people in the education field, we need people in the medical field, we need you guys. So that's nothing against anyone. I'm just more practical about, you can make your own times up when you work for yourself, you know, it's freedom in that sense, okay? But this message that's coming through from the divine came through last night, and it's still in my head today for me to share to you guys. You don't have to follow what other people are doing. Don't feel the pressure. You might have friends and family members that are just looking out for your interest. They know the pros of the business. They know the pros of being your own boss, and they just want you to reap those benefits, which is perfectly fine, and it comes from love, okay? There's no judgment from them. They just see the best in you. However, you do not have to feel pressured to start something. I'm seeing the person that this message is going out to, you just want to live an easy life. And business, entrepreneurship is hard, and you don't want any of that. You want to leave your work as soon as you finish your work at the store that you work at, or the hospital, or wherever it may be. You're going home and you don't have to think about it until your next shift. You want an easy life. This message is saying that you are now comfortable within yourself to say, this is my life and this is okay for me, okay? Universe is saying that this is going to be coming up strong in terms of people not pushing you, but trying to advocate for you to go down a different route. You've been questioning it yourself. In your mind, you've been weighing up the pros and the cons, and if there's more cons for you than there is pros, stick with what you want to do. Stick to that job, that corporate job. Continue to work at Tesco. Tesco's coming up. Somebody watching this may work at Tesco or work in a retail brand. I'm also feeling that for those that have applied or considering a higher position, you will be accepted for it, because you have now installed into your mind that it's okay for me to continue with this line of work because that's what I want to do. Now you've accepted that, doors will open for you. Promotions, bonuses, commission, higher pay rise, maybe more annual leave. There's going to be some type of benefits that are coming through for you when you accept that this is your choice and working for someone else is something that you want to do. Not everybody should be business owners. Not everybody will be successful in owning a business, because not everybody excuse me, has that feel for it, and that is okay. So the universe wanted me to share that with you. Whilst we're still on the theme of bandwagon, bear with me guys, apologise. Right, whilst we're still on the theme of bandwagon, that was such a confirmation burp. I feel like that there was, this message is definitely for somebody. This message, someone's gonna like feel that within them. I'm doing this because you might be getting ringing in the ears. That might be your sign of confirmation. You might find that when you're talking to people as well, there's always something that happens that engages your intuition to what's going on. For example, you might get a cramp in your tummy if something seems off. I feel like there's someone who's watching this that when they get a funny feeling in the ears, or like, is it called, yeah, titiness? I always say it wrong, but you know what I mean, that through your ears, that's your confirmation that you're on the right path. So watch out for that. But back to this reading, I also feel, whilst we're on the theme of bandwagon, that your love life is also taking a hit. You are now decided that there's some things that you're not okay with within your love life, and that's going to change because you're going to make a change. It may be the way that your partner's treating you. It may be the way that you have been trying to look for love recently and you've been trying to make it work. For example, there may be someone that's constantly using dating sites, and you've noticed it's always the same caliber of people that's showing interest in you, and you're wondering why do I always attract this type of person? The person that seems to come across lazy or has no ambition, why am I attracting that? And it's because you yourself have always been the opposite to what you're being attracted to. And I'm also seeing that you might be entertaining that type of person, even if it's just platonic in a polite way. You may be contacting them just to say hi, bye, and have a general chit chat. You have to show discernment in the type of people you don't want to attract. So if you feel like, yeah, this relates to me, I've been on Bumble, Plenty of Fish, dating sites quite a lot, and it's always the same type of person, maybe you need to get off that channel, or maybe you need to shut that down or match with that person as soon as you know that person's not for you. Stop wasting time, I'm hearing. Stop wasting time on people that aren't on the same balance, wavelength, energy, whatever you want to call it, as you are. Because whilst they're taking up your time, you're not feeding energy into the right type of people. The right type of people are being shut out because you're focused on this unmeaningful conversation or relationship or exchange of energy when this person's waiting, and the right person is just going to end up going. I thought I explained that quite well. If you can relate to anything that I've said so far, please put your favourite emoji in the comment or tell me your story. If it relates to you, tell me how. We're here as a community. Let's share, guys. Hashtag guided to glow, because I hope that these messages guide you to your glow. Is it just me, or was there a glow then? Confirmation. Right, let's pull some cards. I'm at our office today, as you probably can tell. I'm not in my car. If you watched the reading that I made yesterday, you will remember me saying that you need to go in the moment and do what you need to do where you're called to do it, and this was the case today. While sitting here, I'm hearing a song in the background, and it said something about you go where you need to go. I'm not sure who sings it, but you go where you need to go stood out to me. So some of you may, all of you, I feel like this is something that's going to relate to all of you. Where you choose to go is what you get. So in other words, what you expect, you need to ask yourself, is it living up to that expectation? For example, if you always go to the same, I know I'm going back to relationship, I feel like we're still there at the moment. If you go to a place and you're wanting to find a partner, are you going to find that type of person that you're looking for in the type of place that you are going? So just bear in mind, if you're going to places that you don't feel comfortable, you feel out of touch there, you need to stop going there to allow room for places where you should be going. I'm going to use this deck today, use this one yesterday as well. Work Your Light Oracle Cards by Rebecca Campbell. Whilst we're on the conversation of bandwagon, spirit, is there anything else that somebody, the person that's watching this, needs to know? Do they need to get off a certain bandwagon at the moment? Is there a certain bandwagon they need to get on? Right, okay. I'm going to pull one card first. Now, Divine said pull 2 cards. So I'm going to pull 2 cards and let me know which card you are drawn to. Two cards here. Card number 1. Card number 2. Which card are you drawn to? If you was drawn to card number 1, this message is going to be for you. We've got Imrama, sorry. Where are you being called to journey? I feel like this kind of backs up what we were saying, that you've got to make sure that you're going in the right direction for yourself and not for what others want you to do. And I want you, well, the divine wants you, to look at your surroundings, the places you go, the people you meet, the food you eat, and what is not in your calling. What does not make you feel comfortable? What is no longer for you? And it's funny that we talk about what is no longer for us. Let me quickly dive into a little story. I'm not taking your time, I swear it is relevant. But on the way to the office today, I put in binaural music onto my SoundCloud. That's what I wanted to listen to. So I popped that into the search engine, binaural. For anyone that knows, it's a frequency type of music, similar to meditation music, and it helps you relax. The music that came up was not binaural. It was like a heavy dance beat. But you know what? It scared me at first. It made me jump because I didn't expect it. I expected soft piano sounds, white noise, etc., etc. And it was very the opposite. It was boom, boom, boom. But I liked it. And all the way on the walk to this place here, I was listening to it. And for so long, I've just kind of dismissed, and I've realised that I've been quite close-minded when it comes to certain things. So I've always listened to R&B. It's always been my go-to music. So I've kind of like not took the time to listen to music like rock, country, classical. Country is another music that I'm getting into recently. So I feel like this message is finding you to tell you to try new things, go new places, eat new foods, because there's something that is no longer you. As we grow up, we decide to, well, not that we decide, but we just naturally stop, can't get my words out, and I'm not going to cut this out. I want these videos to be as natural like it would be in conversation, and we all like stutter sometimes or say the same things in general conversations, so that's definitely staying in here, but I'm going to try again. We all grow out of things as we're growing up, and I feel like this is what's happened to you, but you're sticking to it because it's something that you've always known. This message from Divine is coming through to tell you and just remind you and kind of reassure you and give you that comfort of it's okay if you're no longer into something, or you may still be into something, but it's okay to explore different avenues, because that's when you will find things that are meant for you now. Okay, so R&B was the girl that I was growing up. It's something that I've always enjoyed. I still love it. I love to sing along to Mary J. Blige, Summer Walker, but now I am opening my mind, opening my horizon to different types of things. And this is the same for you. Where are you being called to journey different to the journey that you've been on in the past? What is taking your fancy? Because that's where you may find your love. That is where you may find your next job, okay? It's about being open. I just want to add one more card to that. I'm hearing it's okay if you don't get it right the first time, but you don't know if it's for you if you don't try it. I always say this to my little son. He is a fussy eater, and he'll look at something and he'll be like, no, straight away. I don't force him. If he doesn't want it, that's fine. But I'm like, you will not know if you like it if you haven't tried it. Just taste it. Try a little bit. Eat your vegetables. And I feel like this is a message that we all can relate to. Try new things. Don't like it, don't go there again. To back up that, we've got the awakening. Definitely, your third eye has definitely opened up your possibilities, your horizons, your wants, your needs. You're looking at things differently, which we've covered here in this dark, in this card here. I said dark accidentally, and I feel like that's definitely relatable. You have been blindsided. You have been had a blindfold on you all this time, not allowing you to see other great things. And now those blindfold has now dropped down, and you're seeing snippets of the world in a different way. You are ascending. You've opened up your mind, and you've opened up the person that you are. It says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Definitely integration. It means that you're going to meet people that are on the same frequency as you, and that's what this message is about today, because that's what we want for you. That's what the divine wants. The divine wants you to achieve your goals, your desires, in love and in career, as well as everything else. But you're not going to find it in the places that you're currently at, okay? And that doesn't necessarily mean physical places. It means mindset, okay? Like we was talking about with the music change with me. I'm not going to find new upcoming artists that are amazing if I keep listening to one genre of music and there's an amazing artist that plays another type. I need to be open to find different artists, and that is the same with you in life, in career, in love. I'm going to go to those that I picked card 2. You may be able to relate to the message from card 1. That's fine. You might find bits of this message, the whole message, or none of the message relatable. If this message has not been relatable in no way, that's okay. Go and subscribe and scroll down, close your eyes and click on another one of my posts, because that might be the one for you. Ask the universe, let me come across a message that relates to me. Flick, tap and watch it. Card number 2, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. When people see that you are taking a stand for what you want in your life, they are also going to be attracted to you and your energy, and it's going to rub off. It's going to be contagious in a good way. They're going to find the determination to be a little bit like you, a little bit more free, okay? Because that is the type of person you're becoming now. You're becoming more free, you're becoming more open, and they want that. They see that in you. I'm hearing as well, don't let people take away your light. Don't let people take away your shine. And this brings us to the beginning of the message, where we're talking about bandwagon. Shut them down if it's not for you, and do something about it. Do what you are called to do, okay? Because whilst this energy is really allowing people to be a little bit more free and open, you're always going to get that negative Nancy that disagrees with you. You can't be thinking like that. You've got to be doing this. You've got to be running your own business. You can't listen to dance music because you always listen to R&B. You know, you're going to get these people that are going to try and invade your space and want a different life for you than what you want. But you have to remember, it is your life. So whilst you're emanating that beautiful aura that's attracting people around you, you're also going to get 1 or 2 people that's really stuck in their ways and they expect you to be. So just be mindful of that. Card to go with that, warrior woman. Warrior woman or warrior man, whoever's watching this. This isn't a gender related reading. This is for both men and women. I feel like my audience has always been more female, a few men, but more female. So if you are a guy and you're watching this, let me know that you're here. Help me get out of the habit of also always gender rolling, female, or saying, yeah, female this, she, that. It's a habit because my audience is mainly female, but this is for men as well. So you might be a warrior woman or a warrior man, and you have answered your deepest calling, again, because you're allowing yourself to be free. I love the fact that the cards that are coming up today have all got that word of calling. I feel like it's a confirmation that your calling, your soul purpose, your freedom within has now been released, okay? You don't feel no burden or heaviness anymore, and it might be because of this message. So send me some love heart emojis if you now feel more confident and you feel like you can stand your ground because of seeing this message. But you may have been going through this transition for the last 3 to 6 months, where you are moving away from giving a fuck what people think of you and actually going on your own journey, okay? It's a hard world out there, and peer pressure is a real thing at all ages, you know, but I feel like you now know what comforts you, what brings you peace, and you have decided to go on your own walk. There's still a part of your life, very much so, but you've took the lead, you've took the control. Felt drawn to pick out one more card. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive Hits, Soul Tribe. Whilst this message is about you coming off the bandwagon and you being your own person, like I highlighted just, you are allowing other people to also be their own person. It's a lovely feeling. There's people in your life that look up to you. They might call you mum, they might call you dad. You may be their agony aunt, and they come through to you to speak to you when they're going through times of worry or woe. And I feel as if when you speak, they listen. So now you're speaking with a clearer head, with more conviction, with more I am who I am. I feel like there's a song that you may listen to and it may have those words, I am who I am. So watch out for that. That will give you that reassurance that this message is definitely for you, or you might see it somewhere. They now feel like they can be who they are too. So you're doing good for humanity as well as for your inner self and your inner peace. Guys, this has been a general reading from me, and it's been a magnitude of happy determination energy that I've been feeling. We've even had bright lights coming through to confirm me burping, which I don't usually do. Sorry if that's offended anybody. Confirmation again. Me being who I am. That light just came with to say, you can be who you are. Stop apologising. Please hit the subscribe button if you feel like my messages relate or resonate to you. But until next time, I'm out, guys. Peace and love.